All right, today is September 30. It's a Tuesday, 2025, and you can see that the major news is for today is JOLTS job openings, which is at 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And you can also see it's a Canadian bank holiday. So usually whenever there's a major bank that's on holiday, um, well, according to SMC or ICT, you usually skip that day because there could be huge market manipulations, right? Anyways, with that in mind, I would suggest skipping trading today and probably go in for tomorrow. Anyways, tomorrow is just a Chinese bank holiday, so I am not sure this is uh I'm not sure exactly how it will move, but since it's just a Chinese bank holiday, your Asia session is going to be majorly affected, and Asia session is one of the main liquidity, you know, pools of liquidity that people on a day-to-day use as target and entry. So if there is no China, then I guess it's going to be more difficult for people to find entries and a good point to exit, right? Uh, so moving in to today's technical analysis. Let's just give it a minute. Let the charts load. All right. So we can see on the monthly, we are on a major uptrend, right? On the monthly, we're on a major uptrend. On the weekly, we are on the major uptrend for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For the last 6 weeks and the 7th week running, we are on a major, major, major uptrend. On the daily, we are again on a major uptrend. So let's dive down into the 4 hours. Sorry. Okay, let's dive down into the 4 hours. We can see that the trend line was broken right here, and since then it's only been going up, right? So this is still a very good place to enter from, right? This is still a very, very good place to enter from. But on the 4 hours, we can see there is not many major points, but on a good minor point around this region, right? There's a fair value gap and there is some imbalance to be taken out. So maybe this zone could be a good place of entry, right? Move down into the 1 hour and the 15, which I really want to be seeing. So this is an entry yesterday that it was missed basically, and it wasn't missed by much. I will show you later. So the previous day high has been taken out by the Asia session, and price is literally at the top. So I don't know how much more we can go about it, but this seems to be a very good zone to enter from, right? This seems to be a very good zone to enter from because this if you see that zone, right, if you see this zone right here, you can see the amount of candles that are formed. So this was a previous major resistance, and now price has broken that resistance. That means now there is a good chance that this level now becomes a support, right? So this is a resistance becomes support area. And you can also see that price has Asia session lows. So if price comes back down, takes out the Asia session lows, respects this level, then we can look for some longs. We can look for some longs. But the only problem with this zone right now is that we are about 300 pips away, because Asia session has made another new high, and trading is getting very, very, very tricky. I think for gold you just skip today, bro. Like there is nothing you can do. There's nothing much you can do today. There is literally nothing much you can do today. And it is a bank holiday, which says you shouldn't trade. Prices at the all-time highs, which again says you should not be trading today. So these are two of the most biggest reasons that you just simply shouldn't be trading gold. And if you do, you could do quick scalps. You could do quick scalps whenever there's a good psychological level, such as 3870, or let's just say price reaches the 3900 mark, sorry, the 3800 mark today, the 3900 mark basically. We can expect some psychological resistance from the 3900 mark, where people will try to push it a bit down before eventually it breaks. Or maybe we could see a reversal for that region, right? So let's just wait and see. Zone wise, nothing is there. Yesterday was a pretty good day. Yesterday was a pretty good day, but I couldn't capture it. I will show you yesterday's setup. Right, so this was yesterday's setup. My previous 15-minute zone was around here, the 3800 mark. This was the more A plus setup, but price didn't come down, retrace back into the 3800 zone. So I went for a higher 15-minute zone, which again, price tapped, made broke this, made a CHoCH, gone into this level, comes back down, goes back up, makes a break of structure. Then I expected price to come back into this 5-minute OB, and from there go for a 1:2 and take some partials of 1:2 and try to hold for the night. But price comes and we miss the entry by 1.5 pips. We missed the entry by 1.2, 1.5 pips, and price has just straight up gone, right? So today we can see that from this 1 hour zone we can expect a trade. From this 1 hour zone we can expect a trade, or let's just use the fib tool, right? Let's just take this swing starts from here. So for this swing we can see that this is the equilibrium for the 50%. So this 50-minute OB shouldn't be counted. So maybe we can go for this. So this could be a good zone. So this could be a good zone for price. But again, I guess you can only take trades today if price stops pushing higher and higher and higher and try to come back down into some logical zone, which kind of makes sense, right? Yeah, I've set myself an alert. So this is the 60% region, which is the golden region, the 60 and between the 70 and the 60. It's a golden region for fib to give you a major reversal. That is basically on the logic that any swing that happens, usually there's a retracement of up to 2/3 of that swing. So let's just assume this is a whole swing, this Asia session. So 2/3 of Asia is like somewhere around this region, right? And so we normally, if you just see market structure in general, you can see that price always retraces back about 2/3 of whatever movement it has made, and just to continue back on the same direction. So that is something that you have to trial and test it for yourself, and like do your own back testing, etc. But that is it so far from me today. There are two major reasons that telling you not to trade today. One, you're at the all-time highs, and there are no there is a bank holiday today, and we are at the all-time highs. There's two brilliant reasons to not trade. And if you are trading today, try to go for quick scalps. Trades are not going to make logical sense today because there are not many zones to play with. So these two zones you can aim for today, which is around 3840 and 3835. In a 3835 would be a better zone because there's some inducement here, and there is the previous day high, and there's a huge support. There is a huge resistance before, and it could be a brilliant support if price comes down into this level. Maybe we'll have to see it out during the New York session today. So that is about it. And if you guys have any ideas, any comments, your thoughts on today's trading, do drop it in the comments. I will be seeing each and every one of you guys, and thank you so much for the love. Do follow my Instagram, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you so much.